Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Hello friends, welcome to this live and interactive class of commercial communication. Friends, you know this is the month of January. You might have welcomed this month and New Year very warmly and with so many events. I would like to remind you of two major events. First, this is 12th January, which happens to be the birthday of Swami Vivekananda. Second, just a couple of days back, we celebrated the Vishwa Pravasi Divas. This has something to do with the topic which I am going to deal with today. As you know, I am going to speak about two types of letters. One is the sales letter, other is the collection letters. When I talk about the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas or the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, what they have done is very important, very crucial for all of us. They have spread the message of fraternity, love across the world. This is exactly what we do in other way when we deal in some business. We are talking about the business letters. One topic which I am going to do today is sales letter. In a way, we also call it sales promotion letters. So what we promote is sales, and we promote the sales through goodwill, through our noble gestures, through transparency, through honesty. This is exactly what Mahatma Gandhi and Swami Vivekananda had done some 100 years back. So I start by remembering the two great personalities, two great sons of Mother India. Swami Vivekananda, actually this is his birthday today, and few days back only we celebrated the Vishwa Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, which is remarkable for the return of Mahatma Gandhi, who then led the freedom movement. Both of them spread the message of love. They promoted our cultural values, and now we are going to talk about the promotion of sales, promotion of our products through goodwill gestures and through transparency, through honesty. This is our trademark, and this only helps us to promote the sales. Friends, as you know, all these letters are business letters. So care must be taken that all business letters follow a specific structure, and I am sure you have learned it properly when you are in semester 1. Some of the students might have the topic of structure of the letter in this semester. But whatever the case be, we are quite aware, we know what the structure of a letter is. So when we think of a business letter, so always take care that you follow a proper system, a proper structure. As I would like to show you in the slide, you can read it that like all other business letter, these two letters about which I am going to take, one is sales letters and other is collection letter. They also are the commercial letters, so they must follow the proper structure. And when we think of the structure of a business letter, we must take into account the 7 inevitable parts about which I am not going to talk. I have just started the topic just as a kind of warming up exercise. So before you jump into the topic, I must be aware that I am writing a business letter, and when I think of business letter, I must follow the structure. It is not haphazard with the way I wish to write and I will write, no. Then it is not a business letter. And the reason which is given that unless you follow the structure, it loses its validity. Very often it loses the legal validity also. So it has got no value, even if you write so many things, but it does not follow the proper structure. For example, the signature is missing. For example, the date is missing, then it loses its validity. Also, it creates very bad impact. So friends, let me remind you first of all that this is also a kind of business letters. So we must take care, all care, to see that all the structure parts appear in the business letter. Next slide also shows one important aspect. Why sales letters? Actually, friends, the simple question has only simple answer. Sales letters are meant for promotion of sales of our products. And when we think of the business letters or business, it is always sales. It may be sales of some products, it may be sales of some services. So nowadays, promotion of sales is very common. We are quite familiar with the promotion of films by the heroes and heroines across the country. What they do is also a sales promotion. Their product is a film, our product is a kind of commercial products. It may be FMCG or otherwise. So what we need to do is we are supposed to promote the sales just to enlarge our business sphere. That is why it is necessary, friends. And I have given some of the reasons. That is not exclusive. You can read it out for yourself or you can take it down. Frankly, this type of questions are not the part of your theory questions, but this is just for our basic understanding. So first is, it is basically sales letters, means it is meant for promotion of sales. So first and foremost reason should be obviously for sales promotion. Second is for introducing any new product. Very often, most companies introduce new items, new products at regular intervals. Take, for example, any TV. Earlier, we used to had very used TV. Now we have LCD and LEDs. So it is not that the television set which we used to had or earlier, some 10 years back, they are the same. No, they have become outdated. Every now and then, all the companies, if they are to sustain, they introduce new products. So promotion of sales also includes the introduction of new items, new products, new services. That is also one of the major factor of writing the sales promotion letters. Next is, as you can see in the slide on your screen, third is information about the schemes. Nowadays, this term is very popular among all of us. The moment you enter any shop or a firm, you ask about the scheme. The moment you come across any advertisement, print or electronic, we find schemes. Buy one, get one, for example, which is very common. Similarly, the sales promotion letters inform the would-be clients about several schemes. That may be discount, that may be some present or gift, that may be some kind of incentive or whatsoever, but it is just to attract, and attraction for the the customers are attracted with a only view to sales promotion. So this is also very important aspect. Next important point is goodwill. Very often what happens is there is no scheme, there is no introduction of any new product. Then again, for example, Diwali festival is there or Makar Sankranti. They would create a goodwill by sending a letter, just greeting them, saying Happy Diwali or Happy Makar Sankranti. And then they may talk about their products. These are the products we sell. And this, in a way, though it is not a directly sales promotion, but it creates a very fine goodwill among the customers. And they remember it, and it matters. So for goodwill also, sales promotion letters are written. Last but not the least, it is for customers' feedback. Very often what happens is, generally communication of this type of letters, that is sales promotion, goes one-sided. Only those who want to promote the sales, they would go on writing, not much caring about the clients or their concern. So very often, just to create a kind of cordial atmosphere and rapport between the two, I mean buyer and the seller sends the letter just to know what the customer is thinking about the product he is selling. What is his opinion? There might be some drawbacks, there might be some shortcomings, there might be some problems, or there might be some points which are appreciated by the customers. The customer would never come directly to appreciate the thing, but if you send this type of letters, then the manufacturer, the seller comes across the good and bad aspects, and this helps him to further improve the things, quality and everything of the product he is selling. Friends, these are some of the issues, some of the factors for which we write sales promotion letters. When we think of our syllabus, friends, we take into account only basically the letters which meant for promotion of sales, which introduce the products, which introduce some new products or schemes. So goodwill or customers feedback frankly does not form the part of our syllabus. This is just for your basic information regarding the factors. And friends, let me repeat, these are some of the factors, not all the factors. Next slide, friends, again shows you some important points regarding the sales promotion letters. I think your teachers might have taught all these aspects. Even otherwise also, when we are writing any letter, it reflects our own personality, it reflects our own culture, it reflects our mindset. So it is obvious that it should be presentable in every respect. And especially when you are writing a letter for the sales promotion of your own product, care must be taken that it is presented properly. In no way it is offending, in no way you are making some tall claims which are not part of that particular product. So no false claim, go directly. And it is obvious that what you are selling, you must be aware of the things. So never to go hyperbolic or never underestimating your own products. These are the two major extremes, and one has to deal in this type of things. Friends, let us see the important points when we are drafting the sales promotion letters. Number one is state clearly about your product. Don't confuse the things that we have 10 products and you can choose any one. No. State clearly that these are models, model number 1, 2, 3, whatsoever. So the customer becomes aware what actually he wants, what his needs are, and he may choose the product accordingly. It is not that any product is meant for all customers. Depending on, for example, I am talking about washing machine, then there are families. In one of the families, only 2 members are there. In other family, there are 20 members in all, joint family. So not that same washing machine would do for both the families. Obviously, the family which has fewer members may choose the machine with lower kind of capacity, whereas the larger families, the joint families, they may go for higher kind of machines which has huge capacity, because their needs are different from the other. This is exactly what a sales promotion letter is expected to highlight. So state clearly. Don't go tentatively 10 items and these are the items. No, specify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you know this thing. Next is highlight its very special features. As I told you, you have got, for example, 2-wheelers. Then one is 4-stroke, the other is 2-stroke, for example. The one has got disc brake, the other hasn't. One vehicle is meant only for the average, so it may give higher average. The other is meant only for the style. I think most collegians, most of you are using that type of vehicles, 2-wheelers. So each product has its specifics, and highlight those specifics properly. That this item is meant for this, that item is meant for that. That would help you for sales promotion, because customer knows then that I would have to pick up A item and not B. C is not required for me, so he would omit. But he may also, if he come across all the items, he may recommend among the friends of his group, yes, you can buy this, it has got this specifics. So highlighting the things, specific features of any particular product is very necessary, and this is a basic part of the business letters when we think of the sales promotion letters. Next is also very important, never make false claims. if for example I'm selling the hair oil, nowadays the hair fall is a major issue, and if a person without hair, that is bald, and you can ask, okay, you apply and within a month you will have fine hair grow and thick mass of black hair, and if nothing happens, next day no one would buy your product. So don't make any false claims. We know what claims we can make, but we also know what the reality is. So go for reality instead of making false claims. It also creates bad impact, and within few days your product will be thrown out in the dustbin. And we don't expect, we are for the sales promotion, not demotion. So never make false claims. I think you understand this properly. Next is visual presentation makes good impact. If I talk about 10 colors in a particular product, but I never show which colors are there, then it may create confusion. Because everyone, especially the women, has specific preference for colors. And if they find their favorite colors, then your sales promotion goes on and touches the skies. So visual presentation is very much necessary. Colorful art paper helps you to promote the sales, and that is why I have concluded this way only, visual presentation. Now, last but not the least, never tempt, always attract. If you tempt your customer, he would be tempted once, maybe twice, then you will always lose more and more customer. If you tempt him by false claim, he may fall prey to your claims, but he may adversely affect your business. He would spoil your 10 more customers. What we are expected to do is, we are expected to attract the customers, not tempting him. You may attract the customers by highlighting the specific features which they do not find in other products. This is the